What's up, everybody? What is today? Today is Wednesday, August 19th. Let's roll with that. I think that's where we at. Well, today, no glasses. I'm not trying to look dignified today. Let's see if some of my subscribers go up now since I took the glasses off. Um, what can we hit at? Basically, I'm going to sum it up. EIDL is flatline. Unemployment, tired of repeating the same thing. It's a waste of time. Let's give it a little time and see what happens. I don't have time to follow these people and say the same thing over and over again because that's not what I do. PPP, they want to fund back to PPP. I said the ideal flatline. Unemployment, I don't know if it's 300, 400. They don't even know if it's 300, 400. Count on 300 because, like I said, don't depend on the government. It's a waste of time. Anything that the government gives you should be extra and additional. So now, let's talk about some things that I normally talk about, or things that I know, which is business credit and credit. Let's start hitting on some of those points since nothing is going on in the politic world. Now they want to start deflecting and talking about the post office and everything else. Usually and typically things are a deflection. It's a deflection to get you to look left while there's a lot of activity on the right. So don't go for it. So now I don't have a specific topic in mind because we're just gonna just start talking about credit or business credit. I'm just gonna just wing it, freelance it, whatever, and just give you some information that's helpful. I know some things that people don't know. I know some people things that everybody knows. So let's just hit on the point of let's try say business credit. First of all, if you have a corporation or a DBA or such, whatever state you in, I generally tell everybody to go to Google and put in Experian Business Credit Report. And when you put that in, then you click on it when it comes on. When it comes on, then it'll ask you what city, state, and some other question, city, state, and something. And then you press those. Oh, you put the name of the company, the city, and the state, and then you press get my report. It's going to be a large bar, yellowish bar. It's going to look like it's like you shouldn't touch it. It's a virus. Don't touch it. It's a virus. But touch it. It's fine. I've been doing it for years. Touch it and first of all, see if your company or your corporation or your DBA or whatever comes up. That's what you want to see first. That's another thing. I notice I say a lot, so I'm gonna slow down the ums. So when you click on that, then you would see your corporation or your DBA as such. And when you see or find that out, then look at the bottom. See if it says with trade lines. If it says with trade lines, that's a good thing because it means you have trade lines, which means that you did business with somebody up under that corporation. What else can I add to that? Well, that was one. What else can I add to that? The when you pull up the information and you get everything from Experian Business Credit Report, they're going to ask you to make a purchase. $39.99, $49.99, and I think maybe $99.99, which is $99.99. For me, years ago I did the cheap one, the $39.99, but I had a reason to do it. For me, if you if it says with trade lines, then you might want to find out what those trade lines are. So that's a reason, really, actually, to make the purchase. It's a justifiable reason. If you don't see any trade lines, then I probably wouldn't just do it just yet. But there's still other ways you can still key in certain stuff on the DMB, which DMB is done in Bradstreet. But mostly I stick with the Experian Business Credit Report. Not really the Equifax business, but the Experian business. Um, that's probably about all I can add, really, actually, until I really actually write up a topic and know exactly what I'm talking about before I start talking. Uh, other information I may add is it's best to stay away from on personal credit some of the subprime cards that like I don't know what Destiny does, but there's one US something or USAA something. There's like two or three that only offer you $300 or $500, which is a waste of time because you get that on your credit report. You got a subprime card on your credit report, so they know pretty much. I mean, you're probably kind of setting yourself up when you get a subprime card on your credit report. It may be all right to get one because I understand you have to start somewhere, but it's best to stay away from them, especially when they only give you $300 or $500, and then they charge you a $99 fee and some other fees. So they probably take like 100, 125, or 150, and only leaves you with whatever 250 left, or 150 left on 300, and on or 350 left on 500. So it's really actually not worth it, because not just for those reasons, but also the reason that you probably won't get an increase. Don't expect one because it's a setup in the first place. So that's probably all I'm gonna hit on. Like I said, I was kind of freestyling it a little bit. When we start talking about business credit, I'm gonna get a little bit more detailed and have a topic next time. I appreciate it. Thanks. Press subscribe. We're gonna be talking about business credit a little bit more, and personal credit, and how to erase inquiries off that off the Experian, which is much easier than TransUnion. Experian, you can call in and you can have them erased through the fraud department. On TransUnion, they won't allow it. So we're gonna be hitting a lot of topics. Thanks. Please press subscribe. Thinkers.